Good evening, Master Tanaka. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I, Master Confucius, come here today with the mission to explain to you in a more explicit way what meditation is. This is my explanation to you today. All of us here in the East live our lives very much in meditation. Today, because the world in which you live, in which you have chosen to be incarnated, most of you no longer value knowing yourself. When we say meditation, we mean getting to know yourself. Many people think it is just calming the energy, emptying the mind, but they don't see a purpose to this experience. The purpose, today I'll tell you, the purpose is for you to know yourself. Only in meditation, only in the silencing of your being, you will be able to know yourselves, to truly know your essence, to have a contact with this light that we say you all possess inside. Nowadays, you only know this personality. That is why I realize here that many of you still place a high value on this personality. Realize that this personality is not you. It has no value. It's only an existence. It's only an experience. What you really are is very different from what is being manifested in this personality. And this is the understanding that all of you should really try to understand. You place a lot of value on people outside of yourselves, on situations, on things. All of this is within a collective consciousness that has been placed on this planet Earth. And it is this collective consciousness that is destroying this planet Earth. Today, from this project, from this new Earth, this destructive energy is no longer allowed. That's why it's so important that all of you know yourself. Know yourself so that you can, from this point on, do a labor of love for this planet Earth, to do a labor of love for yourselves. Understand that meditation is an act of love. Many of you say, but I can't silence my mind. I can't meditate. This is a denial, I would say, because you don't want to free yourself from this personality. So you don't silence your mind. You don't silence your being, because today you consider that this energy that is surround you is more important than your true essence, which is unconditional love. Many of you still misinterpret when we come here to tell you that you must love yourself. Love for oneself is love for the whole. Don't think you already know this. I see that many here have affirmed within themselves that they know this. But what I tell you is that your attitude, your energy, indicates ignorance. So all of you must understand what this meditation brings. When you simply decide to relax your body, to quiet your being, to calm all those angers, that pride, all those illusions that you have created for yourself. When you decide to calm down, I'm not telling you to let go yet. I am simply asking you to calm these energies. From the moment you calm these energies, these illusions, when you silence your inner self and allow through a command for love to manifest within you, these illusions, they begin to dissipate. Remember that everything in this process is within free will. The extent to which these illusions are dispelled is to the extent that you allow it, and permission is always given through your feeling. Even yesterday, our beloved Master Kuan Yin already told you, all command, it is done in the empty mind and in your feeling. Because from the moment you realize this, your energy is moving in this direction. So all of you must engage in this process. Value yourselves more. I see that you value this external world very much. Because now I need to do this work. Because now I have to do something else. You are all the time arranging activities that have no value for your growth. Because you are stuck inside a collective consciousness. All of you, for those who want to follow our work, must free yourselves from the fear of being considered different. All of you still have this fear within you for considering your family too important, for considering people outside of you who are not you more important than yourself. Everything is within this attachment. As long as you don't free yourself from attachments, it is difficult to silence the self. Because your energy, it will always be connected to someone else's energy. And this connection is not made in a positive way. Because from the moment you have attachment to something, to someone, to some situation, you are attaching them, you are tying them to you in a possessive way. And that's what you do. You have this need to possess. Behold, in the universe, there is a oneness. Why do we say it is a oneness? Because there is no such thing as this energy of possessing. We are beings of light. We, all of us, are beings of light. We are all made up of the same energy, both we from the spiritual plane and you who are here, who are incarnated here. But we from the spiritual plane have already freed ourselves from this need to possess. Realize that everything in your lives are possessions. Everything in your lives are possessions. Many times you think that because you don't have children, you don't have parents or other people, you don't have a job, that you don't have this energy of possessing. You all possess. Yes, you do. You all have that energy of possessing. Because there is this attachment to these lacks that you all insist on holding inside of you. You all insist on keeping this hold inside your electromagnetic field. And everything is always in this energy of judgment. You must realize that the non-silencing of the self is because of this need to possess. All of you must do the work of releasing your inner lacks. This inner lack has been created by illusions, by this victimhood, as you have been told here, because you don't want to take control of your own life. So, nothing exists outside your being. Everything is inside you. If there is not this silencing of the mind, you remain lost, because you will be lost in this confusion of energies of illusions, to all these people, to all these situations that you have attachment to. There is a very big mess of energy, and you are stuck inside this mess. So all of you must decide to let go of attachments. Let go of that feeling that you were not responsible for that situation that occurred in your life, that which one person spoke to you, that the other person spoke to you, be it love or be it aggression, that you were not responsible for that emanation of energy to you. You are always responsible for everything that occurs in your life. Even if you delegate that responsibility to someone else, or to some situation, or to an illness, or to a lack, but it is you who have done this. So, as long as you don't heal the deficiencies that exist within you, you will continue to absorb all the energies in a negative way. And this is a very dangerous process because it destroys your whole being. You are left in crumbs. And if there is no consciousness to bring those crumbs back together, you will remain in crumbs for several incarnations. So realize what your choice is. Then free yourself from all those attachments. This has already been told you in another message. You are always told how harmful these attachments are to yourself. When you decide to become attached to a person, you are doing them harm too, because you are imprisoning them. Many of you will say to me, "Oh, but she decided. She wants to be imprisoned too." This is no justification, because everyone is living their own experience, but everyone must be responsible for their actions. So if you refuse to know who you really are, you will have your energies destroyed by yourselves. And you don't know how long it takes to recover, because since it is always you, there must be an expansion of consciousness for you to decide to unite your fragments yourself. Our energy, yes, it is a facilitator, but understand that if there is no decisions of yours to take back your responsibility to bring these fragments together, they will remain fragments no matter how much energy we emanate to you. If there is not this awareness of yours, they will never be united. And this is a process that we respect. If this is your choice, we respect it. For everything is an experience, and for everything there is a learning. But here today, when we bring messages to you, we are giving you an opportunity. You can walk together with us on this path we are showing you, to put all your fragments together and become one again. Realize that everything is within this free will. So don't waste the energy of free will. I see that many here waste this energy. They think it is a simple choice. If you hold on to this consciousness that is a simple choice, your energy, it will not be united again. It will remain fragmented. This existence is the opportunity that you have to gather all those fragments and turn it again into this beauty, this harmony. Make it the energy of God again. So value yourself and do your meditation. Meditation, you tell me, is a difficult thing because of this fact that you have to silence the self. But what I tell you is that even if you can't silence the self today, but you have an awareness of why you were doing this meditation, you already have an intention. Remember that everything in your life is in the comment you give, is in the intention that you manifest in your meditation. It is in your feelings. Do this work of being able to manifest this decision in your feelings. When you achieve this goal, I will put as an objective for you to manifest the feeling, to really manifest within your heart this decree. All the energy around you will transform. The process of collecting your fragments will begin. And trust me, this process is fantastic. It is very, very fast from the moment there is a resonance with the universe. So, Your first goal is to recognize what is inside you, to transmute what is inside you. Don't deny your feeling. Don't deny your illusions when they are negative things. Don't deny them. Just acknowledge it. Transmute the energy and release it. What you do today? You often share this negative illusion within you. Many times you deny it. Then you reinforce it and release this negative energy into the universe. Many times you recognize it within yourselves and blame yourselves. You reinforce more and more of this negative energy within yourselves and release it to the universe. So, all of you here are already aware. From the moment you are focused on your feeling, you are focused on your being. Continuously, for this concentration, for this attention, there should be no pause. It should be continuous. You realize if you are really focused on you. You will realize when this illusion manifests. Have the consciousness to transmute it. Then release it to the universe. All of you must have this consciousness. All of you already possess this knowledge. So, the responsibility is great. You can't afford not to use this knowledge. From the moment you use the knowledge, it becomes part of your being. As you use it, it expands your consciousness and you become more and more resourceful. As your resource expands, you have more ability to gather your fragments and become a unit again. This is why it's so important that you utilize all the knowledge that you have already been given, because this knowledge expands your consciousness, expands your energy, and releases your light. So, this is my mission here today, Master. It is to bring you awareness of the importance of meditation. Everyone should really engage in this process. Everyone abandon themselves. It is a habit. It is a habit of everybody, of this collective consciousness. It is a habit to abandon yourself. But to all of you who are here, I ask you to reassume the power in your life. I am open to questioning, Master. Good evening. Good evening. How do I not manifest the ego when I'm flattered by someone? You see, there lies a denial of your own being. The ego is you. Many of you understand the ego as being a stranger to you. No, the ego is you. So you choose how you want to be. Everything is under your responsibility. Understand that when you ask this kind of question, you sound like you were talking about a third party. No, it's you. So everything is within your energy. If you feel flattered, if you feel yourself, I'll say it as you speak here, the one, it is because you consider yourself that way. This is the way you see yourself. So this is what manifests. Often, because it's a behavior that you judge in another person to be unpleasant, then you don't recognize that it is within your being. You don't recognize that that way of manifesting is the way you manifest yourself as well, because this illusion is part of you. So, all of you here must stop interpreting the ego as if it were a third party. You shouldn't fight with it. You fight with yourself every day. So, understand that the ego is you. The ego energy is you. And everything is again in this non-acceptance. It is within a judgment. As you judge other people, so you also judge and don't accept yourself. From the moment you recognize that this energy of feeling flattered or feeling elated belongs to you, is within you, that you have chosen to experience it. From the moment you recognize it, you can transmute it. But if you judge in other people and don't want to be like them, see how there is a judgment there. It is a comparison. It is a judgment. Because you find that person unpleasant. But realize that the moment you recognize and transmute it, it is released. Then, even if other people come to praise you from your work or anything you have accomplished, you will not manifest this kind of attitude because it will no longer be part of you. So everything is always you. Remember this. Is that clear? Yes, thank you very much. Good evening, Master. Good evening. Could you clarify a little more how to diminish the inner lack? Clarify? Yes, tell us a little more about it, please. Understand well. Do you know how neediness arises? No? Don't you recognize how they arise in your life? I imagine that what I need, I don't have yet to know everything. Be aware of how you are devaluing yourself. You just assume that you have no responsibility for your life when you said that you don't know how the lacks in your life came about. I just told you that everything that occurs in your life is your responsibility. The way you have decided to experience this is within this choice. This is why I say that it is important to understand your feelings. When you have a negative feeling inside of you and you don't perceive, I'll put it this way: everything you absorb, everything you perceive is done in a negative way. So these lacks, they amplify within your being because there is a feeling of victimhood inside of you. So the first thing you have to do is to free yourself from this illusion that people hurt you, that someone did something bad to you, that because of that situation you are sad today. This is an illusion you have to free yourself from. We are all made of the same energy, but you put too many layers on top of the energy. You wanted to keep this energy inside you, to hide it with all these illusions you have chosen to live with. But you see, it is all an experience. This is why it is important to recognize what is happening inside. From the moment that everything is an experience, it means that it has no weight. It is simply an experience. If inside your being is a negative emotion, this experience will gain this negative weight. If within your being is a positive feeling, I'll put it this way: because you live in a three-dimensional world, this experience will be qualified as in a positive way. When you do this, to qualify it in a positive way, your light, it begins to pulsate within you because it begins to feel resonance. So this light, it begins to pulsate. It is different from the other negative experience that further suppressed your light. Everything is within free will. This is why the importance of free will is so strongly emphasized. From the moment you decided to be a victim, you ended your life. Because you are just telling me that you have no responsibility, that your life does not belong to you. So today, I'll put it this way: you are immersed within these illusions, and you are going to have to do a work that can only be done by yourself to free yourself from this illusion. All of you, each of you, is immersed within your own illusion. So, you must recognize, you must not judge yourself. You must simply recognize that until today, because of not realizing your own feelings, of having disconnected from your feelings, or simply not loving yourself, you have started a destructive process. But today, here, you affirm to yourself that you have decided to stop this destructive process. So you have taken responsibility for your life again. You are no longer a victim. You are no longer a tormentor. There is no more of this kind of energy. You are simply responsible for your own life. From the moment you make this decision and realize that within you there are energies that need to be transmuted, and this transmutation of energy you cannot delegate to your master. He can help you as he has done until now. When you came to this house, your energy was very torn. So, in order to recover, the master helped you. So today, you are in a state where you have recovered some of your energy. But for this recovery to be total, it can only be done by you. The master is sustaining your energy, streaming you. I will put it this way, but you can't. You can't use the master as a crutch for your whole life. You have to take your responsibility. Not only you, but everybody here, like many beings on this planet. Everybody has to take responsibility. You have to stop saying, I don't know what I am supposed to do. This is why meditation is so important, because only in meditation you will find what you need to do for yourself. Everyone here is in a process. You are individuals at the same time as you are the whole. But you are individuals. As individuals, each one must conduct his own process. Therefore, each of you must perform your meditation to find this process. Understand that the process starts from the moment you decide to do the meditation. An illusion that all of you are under, that you carry, is that if this meditation doesn't bring a result, if this meditation doesn't bring me an intuition, I don't know what to do. Understand that the process begins when you start doing the meditation. From the moment you decide to know yourself, to take responsibility for your own feelings, everything starts moving in your life. But when you do your meditation, you are worried. You are already focused that you don't know what you are supposed to do. So, I'm going to do this meditation to find out what I'm supposed to do. Why I have these legs. Notice, your meditation is being performed through a negative energy. What can come to you in this meditation? Only a decrease in energy. Every meditation should be done to raise your energy. So when you decide to do a meditation, first it must be done with joy. It must be done with gratitude. This is the first step. And have the intention to know yourself, to love yourself. And when you put this intention into your meditation, your frequency level will rise, and your meditation will be within an elevated frequency. Then you will say to me, but I didn't get any answer. You want to get the answer that is in your consciousness. Notice that inside your mind, there is already an answer formed, and you want this meditation to bring you an affirmation, a confirmation of what is in your consciousness. In this meditation, when its goal is to know yourself, to love yourself, will not bring what is in your rational consciousness. So, you must release what you want as a result. You must accept what meditation brings you. This is a slow process, I will say, in your time. But this is a process that accelerates exponentially as you engage. As Saint Martha herself told you, the process of growth is always exponential. You want the quick result, but you see, From the moment you focus on the now and do your meditation in the now, the response is in the now. It is just that this now is not yet clear within you. But as you do this meditation, always with this intention to love yourself, you will achieve the awareness of now. To stop feeling like a victim, stop claiming that you don't know what is happening. Take your responsibility. Is that clear? Thank you, Master. Yes, Master, our work is always light. Yes, we always do it with great joy. I am very happy to have brought you this clarification, and I ask all of you to love yourselves more. Meditate and try to know yourself. This is the only way for each one of you to achieve your own elevation. It is self-knowledge. So, with much love, I leave you here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.